not quite understanding something. How can some of you women go out there and advocate for women's rights, but then simultaneously advocate against the Second Amendment? You do realize that's our best bet to defend ourselves against a 250-pound man, let alone a group of them. And they're like, but I have a taser. I have pepper spray. Okay, have you never seen those police videos where they're trying to take someone down and the dude's literally running while being shocked with the taser? Moral of the story here, my pistol, and my rifles really, are my equalizers, and they're the way that I defend me and my family. And I'm not trying to be a statistic, and I'm not trying to be a victim who calls 911 dispatch and 11 minutes later they show up and my whole family's fucking dead. Let's think about that, really. What's a video that lives in your head rent-free?
I've chosen to cross different parts of the media world, done the work so that I'm qualified to be in each one. I never considered my color the issue. I considered my qualifications the issue.
Well, David, that's a whole nother long conversation about white privilege and things that you have the privilege of doing that people of color don't have the privilege of.
How do I have the privilege of white privilege?
David, by virtue of being a white male, you have white privilege. This whole long conversation, I don't have time to get into.
Ariva, I hate to break it to you, but you should have been better prepped. I'm black.
Yeah, I'm cool with being a white supremacist. Is there anyone out here that knows how to dox people?
Clearly, this lady is not very smart. The things people will do for Twitter. It doesn't make you racist because you're proud of your heritage, no matter where it is or what race you're from. Whether you're black, white, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. And for those of you who don't know, the Italians and also the Irish have a big culture of being proud of their heritage. The reason why is because they were brutally discriminated against when they first came to America. So don't say just because you're white you can't be discriminated against. It doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. Just look through American history. It's not limited to African Americans. We've discriminated against everybody who's came to this country. So please remember, don't be like her.
Should this bar graph talking about implicit bias or racial bias be included in a mathematics textbook, not just in the state of Florida, but in any state in the union? Panelists, what is your answer? Not all at once, y'all. Come on. Who's going first?
I don't mind going first. Thank you for the question.
Sure.
And I look forward to hearing the responses from the rest of the panel. You've given us a little bar graph here. This is out of a textbook.
This is out of the textbook. Okay. This is an example of what Florida released about why they didn't adopt a math textbook.
Yeah. So, do we agree that racial prejudice exists?
Dr. Whitfield, the question is, should this be in a mathematics textbook?
Why don't the 99% of us who are not offended by everything stop catering to the 1% that are?
It's an absolute disgrace. And let's be under no illusion here. This has nothing to do with freedom of speech from the other side. It's all about control. You will only be allowed to think, say, and preach what they believe in. That is autocracy. That is a totalitarian mindset, and it infects like a virus our universities. It's an absolute cancer, and like any cancer, and the doctors know this, you rip it out. And the best way you rip it out is some sunlight. And there is an absolute arrogance, arrogance of the highest degree from the left and the radical left that they know best.
That's right.
And the thing is, you don't. And I can say that with confidence because I might be on the other side. I might have a different opinion. But you know what? I don't think I know best. I think I have an opinion. I could be wrong. I'm actually willing to be told what doesn't seem to get the left is that freedom of speech relies on the ability for actually an array of ideas. And the whole point of freedom of speech is not for the speech we agree with, it's the speech we don't.
That's right.
And unfortunately, our universities have been captured by a bunch of left-wing universities are no longer filled with academics, they're filled with activists. And their mindsets are weak. And it's so, and they shake their head on the other side. We know it's so weak because they cannot even sustain the most coherent, simple, basic arguments without crying.
I'm going to have to unfriend you. I have to. Because I cannot see. I've unfriended every person that would cause an anti-Biden or a pro-Trump post show up from my Facebook. So none ever does. Yours will. I can't have it. I can't have the evil, lying anti-Biden and the evil, lying pro-Trump crap on my Facebook. Cannot have it. So I'm going to have to unfriend you. Don't take it personally. Thank you, buddy.
And listen, I don't even care about the little missteps or whatever when he said the Iranian people versus Ukrainian people. He can barely read the teleprompter. I get it. He's almost 80 years old. The problem is like he had to go out there, I thought, and like say he was sorry for certain things. Like you have to, like the Afghanistan thing, it was like you f***ed us. This NATO thing, like prices of gas going up, like a lot of it is your fault. And you don't own anything. The thing is, like with Biden, his approval rating is so low because like we know he's lying. Like we know it's bullshit. We know there's major issues, and he's just not a strong leader. I don't think anybody thinks he's a strong leader, and especially in a time where we may go to war, like he's not the guy.
If you are a man, the greatest gift you can give a woman today on International Women's Day is silence.
Now hold on. Are you sure? Silence.
Today's silence. International Women's Day, men, don't speak.
But what if... All right. Careful what you wish for.
Hey, Robbie, can you take the trash out, please? Robbie. Robbie. Hey, I can't reach the lighter. Can you please... Robbie, can you grab the lighter? It's in the... Robbie, it's in the back. I can't reach it. Robbie. Disgusting. I don't know who did what, but I'm not touching it. Robbie. Robbie. Thanks, feminists.
My last comment to this poster was deleted. So let me start by saying that these people are so tied up in January 6th that they are not seeing the total demise of the United States. It's insane to me. You don't see that your life is so much worse under this president. So sad. I just said gas prices were lower under Trump. And you go to this. So go and double mask again, because it makes you feel safe, and get your booster. But guess what that booster and those masks aren't going to save you from? The inflation prices, which include your food and your grocery bills. And when you fill up at the gas tank. So, enjoy.
Here's some more left-wing liberal racism.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that,
no.
You know what I mean? Like when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be
in LA, they always
but
they don't.
Latinos are not only the only people
I didn't mean it like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that. Okay, I'm not part.
If you're a liberal in America, honest to God question for you, not rhetorical. Is this, everything that we're seeing 2 years into Joe Biden's presidency, really what you voted for? Is war in Eastern Europe and, as a consequence, conflict in China and Asia and the Middle East really what you voted for? Is the highest inflation we've seen in like 50 years really what you voted for? Are the highest average gas prices this country has ever seen really what you voted for? Is the Democrat Party continuing to attempt to legalize infanticide on a state-by-state basis really what you voted for? Is teaching black kids through CRT that they will never be successful in this country based on the color of their skin really what you voted for? Or teaching kindergartners about sex really what you voted for? Honest to God question. Because I have a hard time believing liberals in this country can't admit the Democrat Party has left them behind.
Just when you think it can't get worse, it does. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I'm going to keep saying it to everybody hear me. They are coming for the children. Here we go again. Arizona Department of Education teaches that white babies are racist. The Arizona Department of Education wants its teachers to promote racial equity and diversity through an anti-racist program that promotes the idea that white babies and toddlers are racist. Provided for teachers is an equity and diversity toolkit. Including this toolkit is the wild-eyed insanity that your white baby is racist. Oh wait, it gets worse. One recommended piece of reading linked to the toolkit is titled How White Parents Can Talk to Their Kids About Race. It says white parents should begin addressing issues of race and racism early, even before their children can speak. Studies have indicated that infants as young as 3 months old can recognize race differences. So when are we going to just let kids be kids? Like, why?